Manga characters. I have always wanted to draw a manga character of my own. So today we are turning these two YouTubers into manga characters. Let's get started with Kooleen. So I started out by drawing the front view and the side view of the character based off Kooleen. Here's how you can do it too. First draw a circle and then a line cutting straight through it. And then mark the points representing the eyebrow, hairline, nose, and the jaw. After that, just add the features like I did. Anyways, let's focus on the main goal of drawing them as manga characters. So first, of course, I started out by sketching out the character based off Kooleen in my sketchbook. As you can see, I kept the sketch clean. Anyways, I don't enjoy drawing eyes that much, so instead of eyes, I will talk about the hair, which I very much enjoy drawing. Here's the reference, and yeah, I am too lazy to just open a video and find a better one. Let's actually talk about the hair. And yeah, the hair kinda looks different from the reference, and it's because I simplified it into a better shape which I can understand. Anyways, let's erase this real quick so that I can use my cheap pen. Now it's time to be serious since we're inking the sketch we have worked so hard to make. If you didn't notice, I started the inking process with my favorite part, which so happens to be the hair. Anyways, here's the time lapse of the process. Now it was time to fill in the blanks, so before doing that I started erasing. And cause of my super duper good luck, I smudged the ink. Anyways, I fixed it using some white stuff. And don't worry, I'm just talking about white gouache, okay? And for those who don't know what gouache is, it's a hybrid between watercolors and acrylics. Finally, after fixing my mistakes, I filled in the blacks. Also, I didn't know what to do of the lips, so I just filled it with black and made her goth. Here's how the result looks like. Now that we're done with Kooleen, it's time to draw Uncle Sam. Just like last time, I started out with a circle and then marked the proportions first before marking the jaw and the other features. And if you didn't notice, I haven't formed a proper style yet, so I can't draw noses properly in my style. So I used JoJo's style as a reference. After fading the outlines using a kneadable eraser, I was ready to use my G pen again. Also, if you're curious about the reference that I'm using, then here's the picture. It's nothing special. As for the inking itself, I first inked my arch nemesis, which happens to be eyebrows and eyes. After that, I inked the rest of the features, and here's the time lapse. After inking, I filled in the blacks and grays, and yeah, this time I'm using grays, which is just precisely the water which I'm using to clean my brush. Also, one thing that I hate about this sketchbook is that the ink is not drying as fast as it would dry on a normal sketchbook, and that is very annoying. And the consequence of this sketchbook being weird is that now his t-shirt has smudged lines, and it's very annoying. Anyways, here's how the finished artworks look after drying. You really thought that the video was going to end, but I still have one artwork left to make. And of course, it's the full body artwork of the character which I made using Kooleen's face as a reference. And this time I'm using gouache instead of ink, but I'm still using black gouache because it's supposed to be a manga character and mangas are black and white. Also, if you're curious about the reference, then here's the reference which I have took from The Way of a House Husband. Also, there isn't much to describe here since I basically just filled in the shadows. And here's how it looks like. This video's like goal is 169 likes, so I hope you guys can complete it. Also, I did end up coloring this digitally for the thumbnail so I can show you the time lapse.